Like I know what I'm doing. Right then, guys, welcome back into the Spooky Shed, your go-to place for conversations around all things weird, scary, and of course, spooky. Halloween has been and gone. That's all done with, sadly, but it's always spooky in here. That's what we like. And tonight, I have got Becky from This Girl Loves Horror in the shed. So, Becky, welcome into the shed. How are we?
Hello. Thank you for having me. I'm not too bad, thank you. How are you?
Good, good, good. Yes, I'm fine.
Good.
Freezing, like I've just said, but
Yeah.
it's getting to that time of year again, so I'll have to get used to it. I'm going to have to get a thicker jumper.
Yes, yeah, that's it. Layer up.
Yeah, exactly. Right, so I'm sure I prepped you for this, that I ask all my guests to leave something in the shed with me, so it can be anything you want, something you love, something you hate, a person, a place, a feeling, a thing, literally anything you want. The weirder, the better. What have you got for me?
Okay, well, thought about this, thought of many different options, and I went with the one thing that's really annoying me at the moment, and it's my dirty pile of laundry. You can take it. I can't keep up at the moment. I'm washing and washing. It's filled, so I'm just going to give it to you, okay? You can have it in the shed.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I was hoping for one of them things behind you, maybe, but I mean, like, my rule is I have to take it, whatever it is. So, I mean, Christ, so someone once said they were leaving a butt plug in here. So, I mean, to make of that what you will.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. But
I
like
shall
I say,
ask no more about that one.
no, don't. It's best not to. God. Right. So you are a horror movie reviewer. Why is that hard to say? But yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I am. Yeah. So I share mostly movie reviews, and then obviously you'll see some of my collection on my Instagram page. I do a podcast as well with a friend, Girl and the Gay podcast. So.
Nice. I only seen you had a podcast the other day. Love the name for it.
Yeah. Yes, it's
So,
perfect.
where does your love for horror movies start then? Like, why? And like, what was the first one you watched? Because famously, I've told most people on here. For me, it started when I watched A Nightmare on Elm Street at like 2:00 in the morning on BBC Two when I was like 10-year-old. After my dad told me what it was about.
Yes,
I mean, I don't know if you want to call that good parenting or not, but
I think we all had them back in the day, didn't we? Yeah. Funnily enough, none of my family really are into horror, so I don't know how it happened, but I did grow up watching things like Monster Squad with my older brother. So kind of class that a little bit as horror. So that was probably like one of the first I watched, but the ones that spring to mind are Nightmare on Elm Street was one I saw far too young. I only saw a scene from it. The scene where Freddy's in the alleyway and his arms get really long. I saw that.
I don't like that bit, me.
Turned it off. Yeah, I was petrified. I don't know how old I was, but and then also Evil Dead, the original one. And my stepbrother was watching it, and I went and sat with him and watched it, and I had nightmares for years about that. Because again, I was far too young, and those deadites were so scary, and I still don't like it now.
I'm weird with some things because I'm like, it's the same with The Exorcist. I actually found Evil Dead. I know the second one, and obviously the ones afterwards. There were supposed to be funny moments in them, but even the first one I found funny.
Yes.
Especially like more so now. I do find it funny. I
Yeah.
find it funnier now than I did when I first watched it.
Yeah, I was
But
going to
even
say
then, I did
watching now.
think like, yeah, it's weird. It's weird.
But yeah, watching as a kid, not quite the same.
Yeah, but it was the eyes that I found funny. I don't know why. I just thought they looked. They looked. Yeah, I don't know what it was. They looked weird, but they also looked funny to me. I don't know. I've weird sense of humor. Weird. Well, I was a weird kid, so.
That's good. No nightmares for you.
No, well, Nightmare on Elm Street gave me friggin' nightmares, literally.
Yeah.
So yeah. But like that scene that you mentioned there, because it's purely for nostalgic reasons, it is my favorite. But that scene I hate because it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I don't understand the point of it. It's just, it just seems really random, and I don't get it. Like, because obviously that's the first time you see him, and I'm just like, it's hard to me. Again, Freddy has funny moments.
Yeah.
But I look back, like when I watch it now, I sort of like want to skip past that bit because I can't take it serious. I can't take him seriously because of the stupid long arms. I don't get it.
That's it. It's kind of laughable now, isn't it? But yeah, like you say, Freddy does. They do have their comedic moments more in the later films, but yeah, not one of my favourites. But I do love Freddy.
You have to, and especially now. Obviously, Robert Englund's got his star on the Walk of Fame thing. So,
yes, absolutely, very much deserved.
Yeah, definitely. Right. So obviously we spoke before and about what we were going to talk about, and we both have a fondness for found footage movies. But I think we also both agreed that when they're done well, they're really good, but when they're not, they're really fucking bad.
Yes, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely that. There's not
Yeah.
much of a happy medium.
No. Well, but then again, I don't think there really is with horror movies in general. I don't think.
Yeah.
I think it's a hard genre to get right.
Yes. Yeah.
Mm.
That's it. And yeah, there's definitely a lot of bad horror out there.
So when it comes to found footage, then do you have any favourites or well, and ones that you just think are utter shit?
So yeah, some of my favourites are definitely, again, a lot of it can be nostalgia for like ones like the Blair Witch Project. 'Cause I saw that at the cinema when it came out with all the hype around it, and I remember going in thinking like, "Oh my god, is this actually real?" And it gave me a bit of the heebie-jeebies. So it had a really good effect on me. And Paranormal Activity, also the first two. I
Mm.
really love those, and I find them quite scary. It's just something about found footage that if you like really concentrate, it just makes you feel like you are there with them. So when they get it right and you are locked in, they do scare me. Hell House LLC, Gonjam Haunted Asylum, The Bay. I really like The Bay, a bit more of an underrated one. But yeah, that's definitely, there's some of my favourites. The list could probably go on.
You've sort of thrown me off there. And I'm going to have to ask you a question that's like, well,
Yeah.
you're not supposed to ask people. I need to ask how old you are then if you saw the Blair Witch Project in the cinema.
Okay, 39.
What year did that come out?
1999.
Yeah, it did, didn't it? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I never saw it in the cinema because I'm 33, so I
Yeah.
was obviously I was too young, and I remember my brother watching it and him telling me about it, and then like I really wanted to watch it, and then weirdly, even though like I say I ended up watching Nightmare on Elm Street when I didn't see the Blair Witch Project for a good few years, but
Yeah.
that scared the hell out of me as well. But so mine, like your experience there, like with the cinema and stuff, was Paranormal Activity, and like what you said then, when you sort of like concentrate and immerse yourself in it, because I literally remember when every time it come up on Paranormal Activity, like night 12 or whatever it is, I just remember going, "Oh, don't
Yeah.
need this."
Not another night.
Yeah, exactly. Even though it's the whole point of the film, but then like as soon as you saw that, like little title card bit, I was just like, "Oh god, here
Yeah.
we go again. This is going to be bad."
Yeah.
And you know it's only going to get worse.
Oh, definitely, yeah, and I mean, they did so well, didn't they, with their low budget and everything?
Mm,
They really, I mean, a few of these, Blair Witch and Hell House, have all done really well and were pretty low budget films.
mm.
Tends to be the way with some of these found footage, but
Well, that's what I mean. That's what I was just going to say then. They're the ones that I think do well
yeah,
because for me, like things like, even though it's like aliens and stuff, like obviously Cloverfield is sort of found footage, isn't it? But to me,
yeah.
I mean, I get a lot of hate for this, but I think Cloverfield is shit. I think it's terrible.
I don't mind. I mean, I think I've only seen it a couple of times over the years. I don't mind it, but it would not make it
Mm,
up there into my top list.
yeah. And then, what was the other one? I thought about it yesterday because I was going to mention it. Quarantine, because that was just an English version of Wreck, wasn't it? But that was
Yeah,
still bad.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I have the unpopular opinion of I really like that. I mean, I love the Wreck movies, but I
Mm,
think Quarantine, even though it's like a basic carbon copy of Wreck,
yeah.
I still think they did it very, very well. I think it's Jennifer Carpenter.
I think that's one of the things that does it for me as well, because I think the good thing with found footage movies is obviously it's always like unknown people.
Yeah, yeah,
So when she was in it, obviously she freaking like White Chicks and fucking Exorcism of Emily Rose and stuff, and then it's just like you can't really like you can't take it as seriously as found footage if that makes sense.
no. Well, it doesn't feel as believable when you know them
Yeah.
from other things. Yeah, yeah.
Mm,
So,
yeah, it's
yeah,
a
I'd agree with
weird
that.
one. What else was I going to say then? Balls. Oh, that was it. Fun fact. So
Yeah.
can't remember her name. Uh, Ira was the lead person in Blair Witch. What was her name?
Ooh.
Doesn't matter. Not important. My fun fact is that she gave up acting to grow medical marijuana.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, like
And I
of all
wonder
the
if she's
things to
doing
do.
better than she would if she
I
did acting.
I mean, I don't know whether there's like if the word medical there is in quotations or not, but yeah, I
Quite
mean,
possible.
yeah, I mean, who knows? Who knows?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I remember the first time I seen that and just be like, what a career change.
Yeah, bit of a flip there.
I can imagine. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I've never grown weight. I don't know if it'd be any easier or not.
No, yeah, might be making more money
Apparently, it's
than
not very easy to grow, but I
no.
don't know.
Bless her. But
So with the found footage films, then again, and especially Paranormal Activity and Blair Witch, so
yeah,
they both famously have like alternate endings. Were you a fan of either of the alternate endings, or did you prefer the originals?
I don't remember the paranormal. I know I did look it up when I found out, but I honestly can't remember now. And the Blair Witch, does it have 3 different endings? I think is it
I think so,
3
and so does
together? Yeah.
Paranormal Activity.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, I think I've only
Mm,
seen one of the paranormal activities, so I'm gonna have to Google this after. But yeah, I actually didn't mind the Blair Witch ones, any of them, but I'm glad they
mm.
went with the one they did. Same as Paranormal Activity. I loved how that ended, so I'm glad they went that way.
Yeah, I much preferred, like I said, the ending they went with on Paranormal Activity, just because like I said, I know there was 3, but I can only remember one of them, and I'm pretty sure where it was just that the camera runs for like another day, and then the police turn up, she goes mental, and the police shoot her, and then it ends. The ending
Oh,
they went with, obviously, where she like eats the camera or whatever it is,
yeah.
much better,
Oh, yeah,
much
yeah.
better, I think.
Great jump scare.
Yeah. My only problem with Blair Witch was because I don't like cliffhangers and stuff, and that sort of feels like one, because obviously it just ends with him stood in a corner, and I was a little bit like, right, I need to know.
Yes, yeah, I get like that
Yeah,
with some films, like,
yeah,
what happens next? Like, what are they
exactly.
okay? Or, does somebody find them?
Yeah.
But, yes, it can be annoying sometimes.
So I mentioned Cloverfield there as well. We obviously with found footage films, because for years I've said that I want somebody to make, well, in my opinion, a good found footage movie involving aliens. Because I've
Yeah,
always said what I'd have loved to have seen, because I love signs. I'd have
yes.
loved to have seen that from like a found footage point of view, if that makes sense. Like, if they were just like recording themselves, what they were doing, and recording the crop circles and everything themselves. I think that'd be really good.
Yeah, that would be really good, yeah, I love that film.
Yeah, same.
Yes, yeah, that'd be good, and I love, like, cornfields and stuff, anything set in,
Mm,
like, the cornfields. I think it was watching Children of the Corn again, another one, Far Too Young, always gave me this creepy, eerie feeling, cornfields, so, yeah, that would
yeah,
be really cool, walking through and finding those crop circles.
yeah, definitely. It'd be weird.
Bring them back,
So
bring
we all,
them back and do it.
yeah, exactly. Imagine them doing a sequel to that now. That would be
Yeah.
funny. That would genuinely be hilarious if they'd done a sequel to that now.
It would.
I'd love to see that.
Yeah, see where they take it.
That'd be absolutely ridiculous.
But, yeah, my bad ones that I don't like are not necessarily bad films, but I don't like them, and they're quite an unpopular opinion. I mean, there's many
Mm.
bad found footage out there, but the ones I really don't like, I don't know if you've ever seen Outwaters.
Rings a bell.
It
I
was
don't. I don't think so though.
it was like a little group of friends, and they go out into the desert, and there's lots of flashing, like, I don't know, it's like it's trying to lead you in, like it's Alien, it's this, it's that.
Ah, right.
And there's just lots of flashing, lots of noises, lots of blurry camera work, and I was just like, spent the whole time like, "This is hurting my eyes, and what the hell is going on?" And then you still don't know at the end, and I was like, "That was really annoying." But it was
Yeah.
also recommended a lot, which is why I watched it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I've not seen that one, but I will add it on my do not watch list.
Yeah. I mean, you might like it, but yeah, it definitely wasn't one for me, and Lake Mungo was another one that everybody raves about, and I just don't get it. People
Yeah.
say how scary it is, and it's more like a mockumentary style as well,
Mm.
which I can't always get on board with, but, yeah, I wasn't a fan of that.
Well, there we go then. Speaking of aliens and like mockumentaries and found footage all sort of rolled into one. Have you seen The Fourth Kind?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. See, I didn't mind that. I thought the way they'd done that was quite good.
Yes, yeah, it was alright. I think I had high expectations with that because that was another one
Mm,
that people had said, "It's
mm.
so scary," and I was a bit disappointed that it didn't scare me much, but it was
I mean,
good.
it's not brilliant. Like I say, I don't think it's better. How the hell do I say this without sounding like a 4-year-old? It's more good than it is bad.
Yeah, yeah, definitely,
It's a
yeah, it
weird way to
wasn't
say that,
bad
but
at
yeah.
all. Yeah, yeah.
Mm, yeah. So we also mentioned slasher films then, because I'd love to know your opinion then. So when does a franchise go too far? Because I think the majority of them do.
Oh,
Like in Nightmare on Elm Street, Scream, Friday the 13th. There's about 12 of them all.
yeah, yeah, that's too much. I mean, I don't
Mm,
know when is the right time to say stop, but, I mean, Scream could have quite happily ended at the trilogy.
Hmm.
I've been quite happy with that. Not that I particularly dislike any of them. I think if that's the only, like, for me, consistently decent franchise where I can watch every film happily, whereas things like Halloween, I'll just skip a bunch in the middle. I'll watch 1, 2, H2O, and I'm happy I'm done. That should be the franchise for me. That's the timeline I like.
Do you not like the newer Halloweens then?
No, I do need to give a rewatch and try them again, but I wasn't a mad fan when they came out.
I think the first one's good. 2000,
Yeah,
I like that one. I
yeah,
don't mind that
yeah,
one.
yeah. I'll watch them again, but I'm not a fan of the Rob Zombie ones.
I don't. I can watch the first one, like,
Yeah,
because if it was on telly, I'd watch it, but I wouldn't go out of my way to watch it.
yeah, yeah.
If the second one was on telly, I'd find something else to
Switch
watch.
it off.
I do like Rob Zombie, so that's probably why.
Yeah, yeah, he's good. But yeah, most of them. I mean, still haven't watched all the Fridays. I still haven't watched all the Nightmare on Elm Streets because it's too many. They get very samey, or like those two, they go silly
Yeah, I'd say
and like
with
too comedic.
Nightmare on Elm Street, I think the first three are good, and then 4 and
Yeah,
5 are where it does just get silly, and then what order is it? Because there is, what is it? I can't remember. Well, there's obviously. Have you watched Wes Craven's New Nightmare? Have you seen that one?
yeah, I do like that. Yeah,
You see, I still can't decide if I like that or I
yeah,
don't. Because I'm never normally I'm not a fan of when they've got like actors are playing themselves, if that makes sense. I
yeah,
don't see the point.
yeah. Like the whole
But
meta thing. Yeah,
yeah, like I don't know, but I think it was a good idea. Well, yeah, it was a good idea, but I don't know if it. Well, for me, it didn't come out very well. But
okay. Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you like the Freddy versus Jason?
I did like Freddy versus Jason. To be fair,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't think it wasn't a masterpiece, but I think it was. Because again, when did that come out? That was like early 2000s, wasn't it?
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah, so that was for me. That was like where the horror movies were almost. They were supposed to be a bit silly, and to me, that kind of is.
yeah,
Like the whole thing of like because I don't really like crossover things anyway. But I think that's the only one I have liked. But again, it could just be because it's Freddy.
yeah, yeah. That's it. No, but I don't know. It just seems fun, and I think because it's Freddy and Jason, they can get away with doing it and making it a bit more fun. But
Mm,
I think Evil Dead's probably one that I'm happy has continued because I'm not a
mm,
fan of the original 3 films, but I'm really loving the newer ones. So that's been a good one. But yeah,
mm,
there's not many that I could say. I'm
yeah.
hoping Scream stops after this 7th one. I just want it to end, and I love Scream.
Evil Dead, is it the first one or the second one with the really problematic tree scene?
The first
Is it
one. Yes.
the first one? Yeah, because that's where it's that was one bit for me when I was older and I watched it again and I realized what was actually happening.
Mm.
That was when I was a bit a bit weird.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think because Ash is almost I can almost tolerate it because how much I love him.
Yeah, yeah,
If that
he's a
makes
great
sense.
character. Bruce Campbell, yeah.
Exactly.
He's, he's a good character, but
Mm,
yeah, I've never got on with I don't mind 2, but then I
yeah.
didn't love 3, but I love that it's gone back to the scary, whatever you'd call it, scariness in the last 2 that have come out, and I'm looking forward to the next one. Evil Dead Burn, is it gonna be called? I think Burn.
Not sure.
Mm,
I'm not sure.
remember, but yeah. Yeah.
Well, like I say, with Evil Dead, I really love the remake they did me. I love that one. I thought
Yeah,
that was
it's so
class.
good. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, definitely.
and then the fact that Ash turns up at the end as well, that just made it even better. I
Yeah.
remember that was almost probably one of my favorite times that I've had at the cinema because I watched it and I was like, please don't be shit, please don't be shit. And then it
Yeah.
finished. I was like, that was really good. And then he just turns up and says groovy, and I was like, it just got better for saying one word.
Yeah, just took it up to
Exactly.
5 stars.
Exactly, it was 4. I'm gonna get an
Yeah.
extra one just for that.
No, he's a bit of a legend.
Yeah, just because he goes insane as well.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
He's very good at doing like a crazy look.
Yeah, yeah, it gets
Yeah.
wacky.
But with remakes, then to stay on that front, the only thing I will say is Friday the 13th has definitely had better remakes than the Nightmare on Elm Street one.
Yes. So yeah, I'd agree
because
with that.
to me, that Nightmare on Elm Street remake is probably the worst thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, I didn't love it. I think it was the Freddy as well, the guy, the way they made him look and
Mm,
wasn't too bad
yeah.
acting-wise as him, but just the way they made him look and all the backstory going into it, I was just like, "Oh, no, I don't like."
Yeah. This is what I say to everybody because weirdly, I know a few people that actually say that they quite like it, and I'm just like, how can you like it when because to me, the beauty of Nightmare on Elm Street is you've got a bloke who murders kids,
Yeah.
but you still like him.
Yeah.
Like that, not an easy thing to do,
No, no,
and they
and you
managed
can't
it
like him in the remake.
exactly. And then in the remake, they just like he does more than murders them. We'll say.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you've like as soon as that bit like got revealed in it, I was just like, you've just killed it now. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter what happens after this. Now you've killed it.
Yes, yeah, definitely, brings the tone down a little bit.
Definitely, because I know the remake of Friday the 13th. Again, the only problem with that is it's one of them horror movies that is like 50% blood and 50% tits. If you know what I
Yeah.
mean.
Yeah. Which
But
is
I think
typical,
The
back in
Jason
the
in that
80s.
is the best Jason. I think.
Yeah, I think he's the scariest Jason.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, big, fast, strong, like, you just would not survive that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because they got daft as well, like Jason X and stuff like that, and the Manhattan
Yeah.
one, and I don't know. It's because it only seems to happen with horror movies, and I don't know why. Because then to me, it really pisses me off because it almost sometimes it ruins the other ones a little bit. Like it takes the shine off some of them, the first ones, and I
Yes,
just
yeah,
wish they would stop going overkill.
yeah, same. Yes, and me, yeah.
Mm,
Like I said, that's why I'm really hoping they just end Scream here.
yeah,
Still gone on for a bit too long, but let's just stop. And I'm glad, like Terrifier, obviously they're saying it was always gonna be, like, 4 films and that's it. They are not gonna do any more. I'm hoping they stick with that and they just, like, finish the story and end it there and don't do any more. As much as I like Art the Clown as, like, a horror icon and villain, no, stop doing them.
see, I don't like Terrifier. I
I
really
don't
don't like it.
I don't get the love. I didn't mind the first one and then did not like the second one,
I
and then the
mean,
third one was
I think
alright.
yeah. I mean, I've got two reasons. One, don't like clowns, so that's a
Yeah,
straight
yeah,
given. And I don't understand the whole like gore porn horror subgenre thing. I don't see how like people get enjoyment out of that. I think it's why I'm not a massive fan of Saw either. I mean, I don't know. Well, yeah, I suppose Saw are horror movies, aren't they? That's why I'm not a
yeah,
massive fan of them either. But
yeah,
I don't get it, mate. I just think sometimes less is more.
yeah, yeah. I don't mind if, like, the first Saw I thought was quite a clever
Mm,
story, and especially with the twists and the reveals and stuff. But
mm,
obviously, when they continued on, it was just gore for the sake of gore. And what kind of kills
yeah,
can we do? How creative can we get? A bit like Terrifier is, and how can we shock the audience, like, and get worse each time? And I don't like gore for the
yeah.
sake of gore, but I don't mind
Mm.
gore if it's needed for the story.
Yeah, exactly. That's why, like I said, I'm not a massive fan of Saw, but I can get away with them because as well, mainly because, like you say, usually half the time was like some of the gore that's in that, and like obviously the traps and stuff. There's always like a reason behind them, so it's
Yeah.
not just for the sake of it and stuff. Best example, heroin addict falls into a pit of needles. Like,
Yes.
whilst
Yeah.
that's obviously horrific, it makes sense. If that had just happened to a random person, it would be just be like, why?
Yeah.
But then, like I said, Terrifier just doesn't make sense to me where he's just like pulling people's arms and legs off just because he can. And it's just like,
Yeah.
no, yeah. I find him boring, really.
Well, they just get a bit samey, don't they? And I didn't like
Mm,
the second one because the first one I thought was a bit scary because I thought it was just a man in a clown outfit. Then the second one, it goes all supernatural and weird, and I was just like, no, don't
mm,
like that. It's not
yeah,
scary anymore.
exactly. Speaking of clowns, then, where opinions on it?
Again, like you, I don't like clowns, so I never watched those until more recently. Um, they're just so long. I don't hate them. I kind of
Mm,
like the story, but they're just very long-winded. Tim Curry was great. Doing
yeah,
Pennywise, Bill Skarsgård was absolutely brilliant, and I do like the remakes, making they were a bit more scarier to me. But yeah, just too long, and we've just started watching the TV show. So I'm 2 episodes into that, and I'm a
Yeah, I'm
bit
still trying to make my mind up if I should watch that or not.
yeah, we're a bit bored at the moment. We're like the kind of
Fair enough.
like nightmarish scenes
Mm.
are very good, but all the in between is a
Yeah.
bit hmm.
It's supposed to be a prequel, isn't it? Is it supposed to be
Yes,
beforehand? Yeah.
yeah, set in
See,
like back
I'm
in the
not always a big
50s.
fan of that.
No, so and it reminds me, well, it's like the films. There's a bunch of young kids. It seems to be going that way.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I'll carry on watching it, but I'm not loving it 2 episodes in. So
Fair enough. Fair enough. But I do agree with you on the length of the It films. They are very long, even the remakes. But
yeah.
I think I don't know. Like you say, because obviously Tim Curry as Pennywise is stupidly good.
hmm
But I don't know. But I don't know what it is. There's something in the remakes that I think all the other parts look better.
Yeah.
The
Yes,
only the
yeah.
only good thing about the first one is what's it like the obviously when well, the main kid, what's his name? I can't remember for the life of me. But you know
No,
what I'm talking about, don't you? Obviously Georgie's brother.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So obviously in the original one, obviously the one with Tim Curry, the fact that when they're adults he has a massive long ponytail. I remember the first time I watched it, and that threw me for. I literally rewound it, and I was like, where the hell has that come from? I don't know why. It was the weirdest thing ever because he
Yeah,
doesn't look like when you see him from the front, he doesn't look like he would have long. He has long hair, and then all
yeah.
of a sudden he's got a ponytail halfway down his back. It's the weirdest thing ever.
Oh, that's funny. I don't know if I noticed that or
I
picked up
don't-
on it.
honestly, it was weird as hell. Google it when we're finished, and honestly,
Yeah,
it's like you'll question yourself how you didn't notice it. To be fair,
yeah, yeah.
it was really, really weird.
But, I mean, I'm not surprised. Strange
Oh,
film. It's all Stephen King, isn't
mm.
it?
Yeah, it's a very good point. Because well, a lot of his that have been turned into films have been very hit or miss for me.
Yes, yeah, I love Misery, I love The
Mm.
Shining, love The Mist. I don't know if I love any others.
Now, Pet Cemetery wasn't very good.
Yeah, yeah. That did scare me when I was little, but, it's Zelda. I didn't like Zelda.
Mm.
Scary,
Yeah,
scary.
it's always like dying kids and stuff in Stephen King though as
Yeah,
well. It's always just like, I mean, you can
that's
tell he was on a shit ton of drugs,
Oh, yes, definitely.
which to me is always the most impressive thing with Stephen King. To be fair.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what I've done yesterday, and if I was on shit tons of cocaine and the length of some of his books, I don't know how the hell he does it.
No, no, that's it.
It's like I say, when you think about it, whilst it's wrong and shouldn't take drugs, it's
Yeah,
really fucking impressive.
yeah. When he
Yeah,
did his best work, obviously. Don't
yeah, well,
take it.
exactly. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Uh, so with these new horror films that are coming about, that I really don't know how I feel about. So they're like these Disney ones. So obviously, there's been the Winnie the Pooh one, and now there's this Bambi one. Have you seen any of them?
Yes, so I love a bit of trash horror. So I've seen a few of them. Obviously some are just plain awful, but then I think some of them
Mm,
are quite so bad that they're good. I do love the Winnie
yeah,
the Pooh, Blood and Honey 1 and 2. I do like them. I recently watched Screamboat, so because I think they've done 2 like Mickey Mouse ones, haven't they? But it was Screamboat that I
yeah, yeah.
watched, and that actually wasn't too bad. It was quite funny. And I watched not Disney, but Popeye the Slayer Man, I think. I watched that one.
Oh
Um,
yes, yeah.
I
I
didn't
forgot about
mind
that
that.
one.
Yeah, yeah, I didn't
Yeah,
mind that
I've
one.
not seen that one yet.
Yeah, yeah. It's not bad. It's better than the other one that they've done because there's 2 Popeye ones. But
Yeah,
yeah, it's like the Twisted Childhood universe, are they called?
yeah. So somewhat
I
like
mean,
that. I don't
yeah,
know. They're just weird.
great idea. I like the idea of it, but they're just not all very well executed. Obviously, they're all very low budget.
Mm,
I have seen the Peter Pan one, yeah, or Bambi. I haven't seen
no.
those.
Yeah, because I don't understand how they're going to do the Bambi one. Is it just a deer that goes ballistic because someone killed his man? Like
Maybe, yeah.
I don't.
Bambi's Revenge. I don't.
Yeah, surely that's the only way it can go.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of hope so. I'd be up
Yeah.
for watching that.
To be fair, some people will probably get a bit of comfort out of it
Yeah, yeah.
because I know they're doing a Pinocchio one,
Yes, yeah. I don't know
and
what they'll do with that either.
well, I know Robert Englund's the voice because I've seen like this. I don't know if it's official, but I've seen
Yeah,
like pictures of it, and he almost has like a Freddy hand. So I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to feel about that. If that is true, I don't know how I'm going to feel about that. I'm hoping it's just a weird like promotional thing to make it obvious that
Yeah,
he's doing the voice. Because I think
yeah.
if they try and merge that into two, it'll just then it is
Let's
just
hope
taking the
not.
piss.
Yeah, let's hope not.
Yeah, but in a weird way as well, like that could almost be there could almost be a good story to that in that as well, though, with Pinocchio.
Yeah,
I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what the story is, but obviously the whole point is he wants to be a real boy. So then I don't know. Maybe he goes mad and wants to kill that old fella who made him.
yeah, true. Yes, yeah, a lot of
Mm.
revenge in Disney movies.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they've got Cinderella ones and all sorts, haven't they?
The original Cinderella story is horrific anyway, isn't it?
Well, yeah, that's it. Yeah, and The Little Mermaid. I think the original. I can't remember who wrote the stories. But yeah, they're pretty awful. So it's not surprising
Yep.
that. I mean, it's more surprising they made kids Disney movies from those stories, and
Yeah,
didn't go
true,
straight to
true.
horror.
Yeah, yeah. It's very, very, very strange. Very
Yeah,
strange.
yeah. I have seen some of the ones that are more not Disney, but more like nursery rhyme ones. Like, so I've seen Three Blind Mice, Mary Had a Little Lamb. Like, they're super low budget,
Mm.
and they're pretty awful. Humpty Dumpty, like they're all out there. If you love trash, you've got to give them.
What is right? You're gonna have to give me a quick brief of what the story is to hope that they don't do one because like what the fuck?
Oh, it's like this really creepy puppet that they have.
Right.
He ends up killing the people in the house. I think it's got 3 films. I think there's, like, 2 more sequels to it as well, but I haven't watched those. 1 was
But
enough.
he's an egg.
No, he doesn't look like an egg, no. He's got,
But
like,
that's
arms.
the whole point. He's supposed to be a fucking egg. That's just stupid. That's just a film. Then that's just a story someone's come up with, and they've just called it Humpty Dumpty. That's fucking annoying. I hate shit like that.
The 3 Blind Mice did have 3 blind, like, people that had been experimented on and looked like mice and were blind.
Fair enough. That's.
They stuck to it.
I'll allow that because I don't know. It's somewhere thereabouts, but
Yeah.
no, that Humpty Dumpty thing that's annoyed me already. I'm definitely never watching that. That just sounds ridiculous. Yeah. God.
Dear. They're fun, though. They provide me with entertainment.
Well, yeah, I suppose. And as somebody once said to me, everything's content.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
I'm quickly trying to think now of any others that would be good, that they could
Yeah.
very easily do.
I mean,
What is the
definitely Little Mermaid, if you went down the siren route, and I mean, the
Yeah,
sea's quite a scary place, you could definitely do some stuff with that, I think.
yeah, true.
I mean, Fox and the Hound was traumatic. As a Disney film, that doesn't need to be done.
Yeah, true, true.
Traumatized
Yeah, it's
me.
like all dogs go to heaven.
God, yeah. No, we don't need those. No animals.
Most depressing thing in the world.
Have
This
you
is
wa
literally is the worst thing ever.
have you watched it came out this year or maybe late last year? I think it was this year, The Ugly Stepsister. It's like a
I know.
I think it was a Danish horror. So
All
it was
right.
like the kind of Cinderella story, but more like the main character being the
Mm.
ugly stepsister. That's really good. If you don't mind your
I would
foreign
imagine.
horror and subtitles, it's very good. Good
Mm.
body horror in that.
Would I be right in guessing then that she's fuming that Cinderella's not ugly and kills her?
Don't think she kills anybody. Well, don't think she kills her in the end. But she's just trying to do all these modifications to make herself more beautiful.
Oh, so a bit like The Substance then in a way.
Yeah, but it's set like way back
Yeah,
in the day, and it's really gross. Some of the stuff that they do, like how they do the nose jobs and fix teeth and get the tools out. It's
yeah.
very good film.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah. Because that was weird. The Substance when I first watched that was what I was expecting it to be.
No, and that went crazy at the end.
Mm. Yeah, that was I don't know, it shocked me and not many things do.
Yeah. Just because
Yeah.
you didn't know like what it was going to be about, and it was
Yeah,
unexpected.
sort of. I got told to watch it because I hadn't even really seen like any trailers or anything for it. I'd heard about it, but I hadn't. I took some advice from that I got about a year or so ago of like not to watch trailers anymore. So I try not to, but there's somewhere I just can't help myself.
Yeah.
And that was one, and like the name for it, the name of it, the substance, I didn't really like. I was like, oh, it's gonna be some sort of like fucking toxic waste, like blob fucking situation or something. So I was like, that won't interest me in the slightest. Then
Yeah.
somebody said to me like, no, promise me, just watch it. So I was like, right, fair enough. Like, didn't even like read what it was about or anything. Just put it on, and then just sat there, just like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, it's nutty film, and
Mm,
just goes there and gets worse, nuttier and nuttier.
yeah. Mhm.
That ending
Yeah.
was just insane.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really weird. But I say it was good. It was good.
Yeah.
I did like it. It wasn't. Yeah, like I said, just wasn't what I was expecting at all.
Yeah, yeah, and sometimes that can be a good thing, can't it? When it totally throws you off and you're like,
Mm.
"Okay, I enjoyed that way more than I was expecting to."
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, it's what I want. I want to do more of that. Like, just watch a film. Don't watch a trailer. Just like I say, if something sounds like it's got a weird title or something, just watch it. Don't watch a trailer. Don't read anything about it. Just watch it
Yeah,
and see what happens. Like I
yeah,
said, it's something I want to do more of because, well, like I said, because the experiencing that was bizarre.
yeah, yeah, and the trailers these days, they do give away too much. I mean, I'm avoiding any Scream 7 trailers at the moment. I don't know how long it'll last because, when you're on Instagram and things in the
Yeah,
horror
true.
community, people are always sharing stuff, so I have to, like, quickly scroll past. Like, "No, I don't wanna see anything."
Just to finish on Scream, then, because like, I don't know, it's just popped back into my head. Did
Yeah.
you ever watch the series of Scream?
Yes, I did actually, yeah.
What did you think of that?
I think I remember quite liking it,
Mm,
but I can't remember how many seasons there were, but I
I
think
think
I
there
went
was just
off
one.
it. Was there
Or
just the one?
there might have been two. Might
Yeah.
have been two, but I know I've watched one and I didn't like it.
I think some of the characters were a bit iffy in that, if I remember correctly, but I feel like it was ages ago that I saw that.
Yeah. Well, it's that I always say with that, and probably gonna have to relook into it because I might be remembering things wrong. But to me, it was when the ghost face is revealed, it didn't make sense.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
it was just because I have a very strong memory of sitting there watching it, and I think it must have been like the second from last episode or the last episode, obviously
Yeah,
when it's revealed, and I do remember just sitting there being like, "Well, who the fuck's that?"
yeah, just never been in
Yeah,
the series at all.
yeah. It's like, oh, she was in the first episode for 5 minutes. What?
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm good. I have a terrible memory, so it comes in handy sometimes with movies
mm,
because I can watch them again a few years later because 'cause I've totally forgotten what happened.
yeah, true, true. Yeah, well, just before we finish, then, I've got a few more things that I want to ask you, but I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to go behind you there because I can see a Bride of Chucky. So I need
Yes.
to ask. I need to speak to you about Chucky because I love
Okay.
him.
Yeah, he's good. He's fun.
Yeah. But that's another one then. So the first three were almost serious, and
Yeah.
then they got very silly. But I think they might be the exception to the rule, I think.
Yes, I think, Chucky can get away with it. Can get away with being silly. I actually didn't watch the first Chucky film I watched was Bride of Chucky
Same.
because I hate dolls. I hated
Mhm.
dolls growing up, and I refused to watch Child's Play. But obviously, by the time I was a teenager, Bride came out, and I watched it. Brilliant, absolutely loved it, hilarious. And then I have since gone back. I haven't watched number 3, so I've seen 1 and 2, and then I've seen all of them after Bride.
Mm.
Apart from Seed, I haven't seen Seed of Chucky. I'm
Oh,
so
I was
stuck
just going to
for
ask you about that.
it's just stuck around.
It gets so much hate, but I love it. I think it's fucking hilarious, mate. It's absolutely ridiculous. You need to watch it.
I'll
It
have
is
to watch it.
honestly is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, it's one I
But
haven't come
it's
across. I never
mm,
seem to find it, like, out in the wild when I'm DVD hunting, and I've not come across that one yet.
you'd need to find it because it is. Well, like I said, I don't want to spoil anything for you, but just
Yeah,
yeah, because I know it does get a lot of hate. A lot of people hate it,
yeah,
and the funny thing is, I can see why they hate it. But for me, I don't know.
I love it.
I think it's funny.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think it's funny.
I'll make it my mission to watch it, and then I'll get back to you and let you know.
I can never remember his name. The guy who does the voice of Chucky, but I like to me that's what makes Chucky so good as well.
Yeah, Brad Dourif, isn't it?
That's the one. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, he
Yeah.
does. Yeah, he is perfect. I'm glad he's, like, done it all the way through.
Mm.
Um, yeah, he is good. But
Mm.
yeah,
And this is a weird thing because I'd never seen him beforehand, and then when I saw him, I was like, "That's not what I pictured in my head him looking like."
No, yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, it was very weird. I was like, what? No, that's not him.
Yeah, that can't be.
Yeah,
And then you hear
well,
the
that, yeah,
voice coming out of him, and you're like, "What?"
yeah, it was weird. Right then, so just before we finish, I want you to give me and our listeners a bit of a rogue horror movie suggestion then. So something that's, like you say, not mainstream that everybody will have heard of and seen. Something that's, like you say, like your low budget ones.
Okay, so I am going with a found footage.
Nice.
Well, a found footage home invasion type film called Hangman.
Right.
I don't know if you've seen it or heard of it. It's my like one of my favorites. Absolutely love it. It's scared home invasion as an adult now. Having a home invasion scares me to death. So any film with home invasion, strangers, I love them because I hate them. You know,
Yeah.
they scare me. And so
Yeah.
this one is brilliant. It's got I think the only kind of recognizable person is Jeremy Sisto. Who was in like Wrong Turn and been in other stuff. But yeah, don't confuse it with the Al Pacino film. It's not that. It's 2013 Hangman.
Right.
Very underrated. And if you like a found footage or home invasion, you definitely have to watch it. It's very good.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, I would imagine that the missus will be asleep now, so I might go and watch that now.
Yes, yeah, look it up, look it up. I know for a
Mm.
while it was really hard to find because I randomly came across it and then spent ages looking for it on DVD, but now it seems to be a bit more available now. So maybe I'm getting the word out there, you see.
There's nothing worse nowadays because there's that many streaming things, and I think I have all of them.
Yeah.
And then when you can't find something and it's not on any of them, and you're just like, what is like, how is this possible?
What is the point of all of you?
Exactly. God. Right, Becky. Well, I've really enjoyed this, so thank you for coming on the podcast. Would you like to let our listeners know where they can find you and your reviews and your podcast as well that you do?
Okay. So you can find me on Instagram or TikTok, but I do more on Instagram. I'm not very good on TikTok. And it's This Girl Loves Horror, or you can find us, The Girl and the Gay Movie Podcast on Instagram. And we've just joined TikTok as well, doing that. And obviously listen to us on Spotify or Apple. And we do all genres of movie on there, so and a bit of TV as well.
Nice. Nice. I like it. I like it. Right then, guys, thank you for listening. As always, go and follow our Instagram page at the Spooky Shed Podcast because that's the only one we use. So the link in the bio there, you'll find all the other socials that we do not use. But YouTube channels there, Patreon page, merch store, and all that other stuff. I think I've said it all. Oh yeah, that's it. Right then, we shall speak to you next time.